What's good? Here's Wrestle Candy, and today we're going to be discussing my AEW Dynasty predictions, the upcoming pay-per-view that's going to be, which is coming up tomorrow, actually, this Sunday, actually in my hometown, St. Louis. Very excited. I wish I could go, but fortunately I can't. But I'm very excited for this pay-per-view. Has some solid matches on this card. Half of the card I'm excited for, the other half I'm not. But AEW pay-per-views, for the most part, always deliver, so you know they're gonna put on a good show. But we're gonna first start off with the pre-shows, the 0 hour shows, the main matches that no one really cares about. But the first match we're gonna start off with is Bullet Club Gold versus the Acclaim, Jay White and Billy Gunn's son, Cole Gunn and Austin Gunn versus Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, and Billy Gunn. This feud, started off with, this is also for the AEW Trios Championships and that Ring of Honor's Trios Championships. Both titles are on the line. This storyline, been okay. It started off very bad and very slow, mainly because it started off with Bullet Club going the Acclaim trying to form as like a faction because they said that factions wins championships, so they all started being a group. Then eventually Jay White ends up turning on the Acclaim, and all. This storyline was, it's okay. I'm not really that invested into it, to be honest with you. But based off how they're building it, I'm gonna go with the Acclaim because I feel like I just don't see Jay White in the Bullet Club winning. I just don't, because the way they present Jay White is as a loser. They present him as a loser. They made him lost against MJF with a bum leg. They made him got whooped by Billy Gunn. Yeah, I think it ended a disqualification, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like they make him so weak. So it's like it doesn't make sense for Bullet Club to even win this match. And plus, that is the narrative that's been going on, is that Jay White can't win without help. He's just a loser. So it's like I think the Acclaim is going to win. Now, who I think should win? It's Bullet Club Gold. I think Bullet Club Gold needs this win. I don't think the Acclaim get hurt that much by losing, because the Acclaim are still over. Now, Jay White and the Bullet Club Gold are over to a degree as well, but I don't know. I feel like the Acclaim can do more with them losing than Jay White can do more with losing. But I may be a little biased there, but I'm not going to spend too much time because I don't really care for this feud. I hope Bullet Club Gold could pick up the victory because I really love Jay White, but I'm going to go with the Acclaim. I think the Acclaim are going to pick up the dub. Next match, we have Orange Cassidy, Shibata versus Shane Taylor Promotions. Don't know the other guy's name. I know the other guy's name is Lee Moriarty or something like that. I'm just going to call them Shane Taylor Promotions. I don't even know this is a feud. I know they recently had a match, but I haven't been keeping up if that's like a legit feud or this is just something that's thrown on there. Since I don't know if this is a feud or not, I'm going to be honest. You guys let me know, but I'm just going to go with Orange Cassidy and Shibata. It's Orange Cassidy. Do I really need to explain much? Doesn't really make sense for Shane Taylor to really win this match, in my eyes. I don't really see a reason why Shane Taylor should win. What I've been seeing, I know Shane Taylor's been getting a little bit more TV, but majority of the time he's on Ring of Honor, from what I know, so it doesn't really make sense for him to win. I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy and Shibata winning this tag team match. Then the last match on 0 Hour is Trent Beretta versus Matt Sydal or Seidel. It's Trent Beretta. I'm not going to go that in depth. Recently turned heel on Orange Cassidy. This match had to be thrown in last minute. There's no way this match was scheduled. This match had to be scheduled last minute. I'm not going to spend too much time. There's no reason for Matt Sydal to win this match. Trent Beretta is going to go for the win. Now we get to the main show, the main matches of the card. We got Roger Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly. Now, I haven't been keeping up with the story because I really don't care. Don't really care for the whole Undisputed Era. The only person I really care about in that group is Adam Cole, but he's injured, unfortunately. I know the whole story of Kyle and Roderick. They're friends. Roderick tried to recruit him, but Kyle said he wanted to be his own man. I don't know if they turned on Kyle or any way. Don't know that part. It's for the not the Continental. Oh my God, I'm forgetting what belt Roger Strong has. The Intercontinental Championship. Oh my God. No. What am I? Oh my, I'm forgetting. That's how much I have not been paying attention. I totally forgot what belt Roger Strong has for the belt. Totally forgot. I know it's for the championship that he has. I totally forgot what championship he holds, but it might be the it's maybe it's the international championship I'm thinking of, but I haven't cared about that championship since Orange Cassidy lost. The first time to John Moxley, that was the last time I cared about it because once he won it back, the second reign was just not good. It was just, to me, it was just boring. This match should be good. I'm expecting to be good, but don't really care for the story. I think Roger Strong is going to win. I still think they're going to eventually put all the gold on Undisputed Era eventually, so I don't think it makes sense for Roger Strong to lose this early in his reign. I got Roger Strong winning. Next match, we got Hook versus Chris Jericho for the FTW Championship, and it's an FTW rules match. This storyline has been just bad and boring. Started off with Chris Jericho wanting to be a mentor towards Hook. Then it took a weird turn where Chris Jericho ends up costing Hook and Shibata the match because he start arguing with Hook. He wants Hook to start listening to him, but Hook not taking his advice. Then we had the segment where, him, Hook, and Taz are in the ring. Chris Jericho kind of assaulted his father because Hook didn't want to listen to Chris Jericho, and that's how we got the match here. Don't really care for this feud or match. I don't expect much from this match, to be honest with you. This may be the bathroom break match, if I'm being honest, outside of the 0 hour stuff. But I got Hook winning. Hook is gonna win and gain nothing from this. It only makes sense for Hook to win. Chris Jericho is not winning another championship in AEW. It just doesn't make sense. Chris Jericho puts Hook over, even though I don't know how much you're putting him over if he already beat you. But yeah, Hook should win this match, and this should be the end of this feud. This feud should not go on any longer. Have Hook just do something else, please. Next up, we got Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, Mark Brisco versus the House of Black with Malachi Black, Buddy Murphy, and Brody King. This feud has been decent. It's been all right for the most part, with them constantly attacking Adam Copeland, with Eddie Kingston, Mark Briscoe helping Adam Copeland out. This match, for the most part, I'm going with the baby faces. Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe. I just don't... The House of Black are very similar to Bullet Club Gold, in my opinion. They're very cool. I think they have a lot of potential, but they're built up as losers. I can't remember a feud that the House of Black has won. I literally can't. Now, to be fair, I started watching AEW recently. Like, I started watching AEW around, like, August of 2023, around when All In was getting built up. So, to be fair, my memory may not be the best, or maybe they won stuff before, but ever since I started watching AEW, they've been professional losers, but I like them. I like Brody King. I like Buddy Matthews. I like Malachi Black. But they lose every big feud. They just lose everything. And I have a hard time for them beating Eddie Kingston, of all people, and Adam Copeland. There's not, like, I'm sorry, you're just not beating those two. Like, Eddie Kingston is one of the most protected stars in the company. Adam Copeland is the team. It's just going to be very hard to beat that group. And then you got Mark Briscoe, they're not going to win that match, unfortunately. But I would love for them to win, to be honest with you. But Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe is going to take the victory there. Next up, we got Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale house rules match. This match can either be really good or really trash. I really don't think it's going to be in between, because Julia Hart is not the best in the ring, where I think Willow is decent in the ring. I love Willow Nightingale. I am interested in it. Well, to be honest, this is not really this was kind of a feud, but the main feud with Willow was originally with Sky Blue. Then it turned into Julia, but then now it's Mercedes in the mix. This match, I'm going to be honest, Willow Nightingale is going to win, in my opinion. I think it's obvious. I don't see no reason why Julia should win, because they're really building up Mercedes having a match at Double or Nothing, and she obviously has dibs on the winner of this match, and it's obvious they're going to run that Willow Nightingale Mercedes match eventually, because she keeps bringing up, the knee injury and all that. It's so obvious to me that Willow's going to win this match, and then she's going to lose at Double or Nothing to Mercedes the very next pay-per-view. Unfortunately, because I like Willow Nightingale, I think she could be a great champion, but I think Willow is going to take this match. I think this is going to be the end of her reign. I think House of Black are going to lose all their matches. I think everyone in the House of Black are going to lose. like I said, this match can either be really good or really bad. I really don't think there's no in between when it comes to this match, unfortunately. But I am excited for this match though. Next, we got Okada versus Pac for the Continental title. Um, this I'm not gonna be honest. I really don't care for this feud. Now, to be fair, since I started watching AEW, I haven't seen much of Pac. Pac has not really been on TV as much, so I don't really have much to go off with Pac. He's good in the ring, I will say. He's really good in the ring. But I don't really care for Okada as well. To be fair, I don't watch New Japan, so that's why I don't really care for him as much. So all I'm going off is based off his AEW run as of right now. But this should be a great match. I think Okada is going to win though. Maybe with some type of shenanigans, maybe he cheats to win a low blow of some sort when the ref is distracted, whatever. I think Okada picks up the victory. He's not losing that Continental title, not anytime soon, especially because of the next match that's going to happen, where I think his friends and the people he's been grouped up with are also going to win some gold and get some titles, which is the next match, which is the Young Bucks versus FTR in a ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. To me personally, ever since they started the AEW World Tag Team tournament, the Young Bucks was always going to win. I always feel like they was going to win. They're doing the whole EVP gimmick, them being these super professional, arrogant, trying to, be like, I love their gimmick. It is growing on me, and I think it only makes sense for the Young Bucks to win because, FTR won last time. I think this is the fourth time they're facing. It only makes sense for them to tie it up, and I think they're gonna have all the gold. It only makes sense. It gives them more heel heat. Having Okada and the Young Bucks have all the gold for the most part gives them more heel heat, makes them more hated. I think it only makes sense, and I think FTR can take a loss here. Well, to be fair, both teams could really take a loss. The Young Bucks won't be affected. They lose. FTR won't be affected. They win. They win or lose either. Me personally, I would prefer FTR to win if I'm being honest, but I just don't see it. I think the Young Bucks will win in some type of way, in my opinion. I like that they made this a ladder match. I do like that, which should be very good. I think this should be a great match. Very excited for this match, though. The feud, I mean, there's not much of a feud in terms of this, to be honest with you. Like, there is a feud, of course, but, like, in terms of the build, I think the build has been okay. Like, I don't think the build has been that great for the most part. I really don't have much to say, to be honest with you, but I am excited for this match, though, especially since it's a ladder match. Next up, we got Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa. This has been... I mean, we obviously know Toni Storm is winning. It makes no sense for Thunder Rosa to end Toni Storm's reign. This has been an alright feud. Thunder Rosa ends up winning the number one contenders match against Mariah May to be able to face Toni Storm. They have a couple good back and back. Recently with Toni Storm ends up rubbing the towel over Thunder Rosa's face, and then Thunder Rosa getting her payback on Toni Storm, putting makeup all over her face, smearing all over her. This has been an alright build, decent feud, okay, but I still think they're going to run it back with Deonna Purrazzo eventually, because Deonna Purrazzo is kind of like a third wheel in this feud. Same thing with Mariah May, so it's like, I think this is going to be a decent match. I'm not that excited for this match, I'm going to be honest. I'm not really that excited, mainly because, to be fair, I haven't watched much of Thunder Rosa. I don't know how good she is really. The only thing I have to go off of is this recent run. So, because around the time I started watching, Thunder Rosa wasn't on TV. So, I don't have much to go off with Thunder Rosa. But next up, we got Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. I'm not going to go that in depth in this. This match is basically who's the better wrestler. That's it. It's just two guys wanting to prove who's the best, which I'm not mad at. I think Will Ospreay is going to win here because he's just the new guy. He's the new face. Bryan Danielson could put him over. I think this is going to cement Will Ospreay, even though we already know he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. But, kayfabe wise, cement Will Ospreay in AEW. I think this is most likely going to be match of the night. Most likely. I like Will Ospreay in the ring. Very great. I like Bryan Danielson in the ring. I'm not gonna really go that in depth because, like I said, the match is mainly just who's the best, who can prove they're the best. I think Will Ospreay takes the win here. Then next up, we got the main event, the match I'm most excited for, Samo Joo versus Strickling. This has been a very decent build, very solid build. Love what they've been doing with Samo Joo. Love the promos they had, the segments. Love the interview they had last week. I love, the moments they had. I love when Swerve, speared Joe to the table. Samoa Joe hitting Swerve with the chain. You have last week where Swerve ends up curb stopping security guards. Like, this feud has been wild. But it's time. It's time. It's time to put that title on Swerve Strickland. I love Samo Joo. Samo Joo is one of my favorite wrestlers. It's time. It's time. It's time. I love Samo Joo. Wish he could have had a longer reign, but it's time for Swerve Strickland to have that title. It's been his time for a while. It's time for him to make history, and we need the title on Swerve Strickland. It has to be Swerve's time. It made sense for him to lose at the last pay-per-view. I'm forgetting the name of the last pay-per-view. It made sense because it was a triple threat match. Hangman ends up costing him the match, but this is a one-on-one match. It's time to prove that Swerve is the guy. He can actually dethrone Samoa Joe. It's time. Now, I don't think he's going to win cleanly. I think they're going to protect Samoa Joe. He's going to win by some shenanigans. I don't know if this has a stipulation. I really don't. I'm assuming it doesn't because I don't see anything of it having a stipulation. So if it doesn't have a stipulation, yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be some shenanigans. The ref gets distracted. Maybe he uses the chain. He's going to cheat in some way, which I'm not mad at because it's Samoa Joe. So I don't mind you cheating. But it's time for Samoa Joe to be the first African-American AEW World Champion. It's time to put the belt on him. It's time for him to get it. And I'm very excited for this match. And I really think Swerve is going to win. It doesn't really make logical sense for Joe to win this match, especially because I think this benefits Swerve. This doesn't benefit Joe. It doesn't hurt Joe if he loses, but it doesn't really gain nothing from Joe if he wins. But this gains everything for Swerve Strickland to win. But that's all I really have to say. Also, I just finally remember it's called the International Championship, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to AEW, when it comes to the championship that Roderick Strong has, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. But what you guys think? Do you guys agree with my predictions? Let me know what your predictions are down below. Are you excited for AEW Dynasty? How do you feel about the build? How do you feel about the match card? But I'm very excited for this pay-per-view. I can't wait for I just can't wait for Sunday, man. Sunday is going to be an amazing pay-per-view. They always deliver. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, that's it.